Good evening, fellow space explorer. My name is G Zoom, and welcome to the Experiment Series. Here we'll explore some of the most obscure genres of electronic music, and because of my own curiosity, I will also produce a sonic experience directly inspired by the genre itself. Lastly, attached in the description of this video is a link to a playlist containing proper songs of the genre, if you wish to explore on your own terms. With this series, we hope to enlighten, inspire, and create. Unfortunately, what you're about to see is the first-person perspective of a space explorer like yourself who mistakenly ended up aboard our station. After engaging with data despite our numerous warnings, the explorer's mind was eventually lost to the simulation. Today we honor their sacrifice in the pursuit of knowledge as we broadcast this data. I'm honored to have you here, as you join me on my discovery of the expansive universe of electronic music. And so I say, onward, for science. Whoa, you are not supposed to see that. That's a private experiment file. Okay, look, I'm G-Zoom, and you're on a spaceship orbiting Earth. I know, right? Insane. We're explorers traveling the galaxy in search of every variety of electronic music. No, like I said, it's a private experiment file. It's private data. Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that. Wait, don't touch that. What the fuck is Forest Psy? Okay, joke's over. If you launch this experiment, I'm gonna have a hard time getting you out. No answer. Okay, well, if I can't stop you, but just know that there's a lot of information in there, kind of too much for one human brain to handle, so I'll just check in with you later to see if you made it. At this point, I'm just curious. Good luck. It's psytrance, or psychedelic trance, in the forest. What would you guess? You take a psytrance beat, then just throw some organic synths over top that could sound like birds if you were on a different planet. Is that a bird? Okay, but how is this a thing, though? Because if we're talking about what the fuck, we gotta talk about where the There you have it. Forest Psy is just psytrance with weird pseudo-nature sounds produced by synthesizers. Yeah, that's it. I forgot to take that from you.
Oh, well, you are supposed to be in here. Well, you're in the station subsystems. Oh no, well, where were you headed? Oh, how exciting. What data file did you need? The origins file? Then let me see here.
Oh, there you are. In the ship subsystems? Really? You know I have access to every corner of this network.
Okay, sweet pea, I've calibrated the data for you. Off you go, have fun.
Wait, don't, they're not supposed to be in there. Basically, in the 1980s, punk and industrial got bored and decided to make something called EBM, electronic body music. Fast forward about a decade, and now we're getting somewhere. Goa trance. Goa scene was basically huge beach parties. What beach were they on? Anjuna. By the mid-90s, Goa was hype, but nobody actually wanted to go to Goa or put any mental effort behind understanding the underlying mysticism of the genre. They had no interest in transcendentally expanding the universe of human potentialities that alters the immaterial plane and extends the ego to the outer reaches of the cosmos via the woo-woo train. Goa got to the people who wanted the aspects of Goa trance that blasted their faces off into the fifth dimension. They didn't want none of that mystical cosmic awareness brain music or whatever. And so, psytrance was born. Goa versus Psy. Enlightenment versus endarkenment. Who will win? Obviously Psy did. Come on. And then Y2K didn't happen, so the Weirdy Boys decided to make a gajillion subgenres of psytrance because why not? We only care about one though, and it's right here. I think. It will be. We finally made it to Forest, but what is it, and why is it different than just regular psytrance?
No. Look, you already know how Forest Psy evolved. Isn't that enough? If you really did, you would have looked it up yourself.
Come in. The piano we acquired from that alien planet is out of its nuclear fuel source. Ah, who is this?
A hacker? A stowaway? I don't know.
Ah, a fellow explorer. How interesting. An excellent choice. Let me redirect you.
Wait, but their human brain can't handle it.
Well, that's only a theory. For all we know, this explorer could survive at lower data levels. Nonsense. The unknown is where discovery lies. It seems your next chapter is about Forest Psy itself.
Onward.
Okay, so I've just sent you to a Scandinavian forest. Not a real one. We don't have the budget for that. But this is a simulation and you probably won't notice a difference. As with any genre of music, the lines for forest origins are blurry. But in this work, released by the Shaolin Woodenmen in 1995, you can start to hear the textures and atmospheres that would later become more prominent in forest music. It also looks like your simulation tech isn't quite up to speed with the rest of the galaxy. Around the same time, this psychedelic Goa trance started getting darker, and thus began the descent into what we know today as Dark Psy. Recognition for Forest Psy as its own genre would take a huge leap in 2005. Now, like I said, there never really is a moment when a genre of music is established, but if there was, this would be it. With the release of Durango's album, Tumult. Forest would enter into a new era with the arrival of Parvati Records and Atrium's release, Ukala. Okay, I'm bringing you back. So that's what it is. There's still one more thing we gotta do. I interrupt this broadcast to introduce the final section. The Explorer at this point had impressed the scientists by surviving the entire data experience. The Explorer then volunteered for our simulation experiment, in which the scientists and I produce a song directly inspired from our data. What you're about to see showcases the Explorer's fade into eternity, as the simulated adventure posed too much of a threat to their neural pathways. Regardless, the Explorer's sacrifice will not be in vain, as their energy will be immortalized in the sonic experience that the scientists and I have designed. Remember to explore the playlist of proper forest songs after you view our experiment. And so I say, onward.
Tread lightly, explorers. This forest is ripe with danger.
We shouldn't have sent them in there.
Nonsense. They'll be fine. After all, it is a worthy experiment.
I'll calibrate the tether. Alright, you hear that sound? That's your tether.
If you lose that sound, you're too far in. Stay alert. It's dark in there.
Indeed. Yet we must push on. For science. Initiate the pulse.
We're bringing you in. Stand by for entry.
Warning. Life form detected. Threat level 3.
Heads up. Threat level 3.
Keep going. We'll cover you. Send in the pulsar.
Pulsar inbound.
Fire up the sonic lasers.
Target lock. Engage.